What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Welcome to our daily show where we discuss everything going on here in our country that you need to know about here on a daily basis. So let's talk about an exciting topic for 2023. One of the most common questions I get here in the comment section. Will there be another stimulus check in 2023? Yeah, this is a good question I get. I get this a lot. And well, the answer here is yes. Yes. And the reason I can say this here, the reason I can say, my wife actually just sneezed in the background. The reason I can say this here is because, yeah, sometimes you can't make this stuff up. We actually have a new $900 stimulus check going out here in one state. So if you've been watching here in 2022, there was about 35 states, which is, what, over 2/3 of the United States, that sent out their own form of inflation relief checks, tax rebate checks, state stimulus checks, their own form of state stimulus checks. Some of them, they literally all, each state kind of really had their own qualifications or different programs, all sorts of different things, and they're really all different. Another program, I'll show you it here in a second. Another program that's kind of going on right now is the HEAP and LIHEAP programs in every single state. So you can apply for this. I'll show you this here. So I don't want anybody to kind of miss out on this. It's probably coming to an end here soon. It started in November 1st and December 1st. And you can get this. And this goes on here every year. And this is kind of right now for the winter kind of heating months. Is that, yeah, so if you want to write this down here, just write this down here, HEAP, HEAP, Home Energy Assistance Program. You can go to Google and just type this in after this video. And these are programs in every single state for, people on low income that can apply for this in your state. Of course, when you type this in, you kind of will go to your, on Google, you'll kind of go to your own state website. Hopefully, Google kind of figure that out. And you can get several $100s in most cases, sometimes over $1,000 of basically energy assistance, utility assistance, or like gas assistance. The other one here is the LIHEAP program. It's basically HEAP with LI in their Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program. Each state has one or the other, sometimes both. But this is something you want to check out because you can get this on a yearly basis every single year. And I want to let you guys know about this. So basically, they assist low-income households with heating and cooling, energy assistance, bill payment assistance, energy crisis assistance, weatherization, and energy-related home repairs. A lot of times they will literally just pay money towards your energy bills, your utility bills, your electric bills, and really just kind of pay part of your bills. So it's kind of like free government money. So for example, in the state of Ohio, if you're at or below 175% of the federal poverty guidelines, which for a household of one is $23,782, just under $24,000, or a household of two, $32,000, or a household of four, $48,000, you can qualify for this. You can qualify for this. So I did want to let you guys know about that here. Also, of course, if you've been watching, that's a federal program here. That's a federal kind of stimulus-like program. It helps stimulate the economy. It helps out people with low income. And that goes on every single year. So that's a really good program. You need to know about that. If you don't know about that, now you do. It's part of my mission here on this channel is to help out as many people as possible here, just with information and, letting you guys know about this. Okay. One of the other things we try to cover here pretty much everything as possible that we can here. One of the other things that going on here is kind of a good trend here is a lot of states, somewhere around 35 different states here, have been last year in 2022 have been giving out money back to their residents with state stimulus checks, property tax relief checks, inflation relief checks, winter utility assistance, energy assistance because of the rising costs of electricity. And remember, about 40% of electricity costs is due to natural gas and the cost of oil and stuff like that going up. So we know that the largest one is from California. So as you can see here, the California stimulus checks will end soon here. As you can see, California will finish sending their stimulus payments in a couple of weeks. We know that California will finish sending out their inflation relief checks here in a few weeks. They're going out to about 23 million people, which is the size of, sometimes 23 states, because some of these states are sending out checks to like 1 million people. And their checks are up to $1,050, $350 per person. So if you have a household of up to 3 people, you can get $1,050. They're still sending them out because it's a lot of people, 23 million people. So those are still going out here. California has enough money to send out checks again here in 2023. So I'll keep you up to date here. The newest information here is, and this is why I know that stimulus checks are going to continue to go out here in 2023 for even more people, because we're already starting to see more details on this. First of all, I just did a video here in the last video or two. I'll link you to that video here next about billions of dollars approved in medical debt being forgiven, and also another state that has over $6 billion of surplus, and they want to send a large majority of that money out in a stimulus check here as well. And the medical debt being forgiven is actually a really good trend to see here as well, because about 1 in 5 Americans have medical debt, and Congress has a bill for that as well. And we're seeing hundreds of millions of dollars in medical debt being forgiven. And with 20%, or about 20% of Americans having medical debt, seeing that forgiven, that is a good thing. If you get sick and then you get medical debt and it affects you, you have debt on it, it affects your credit, that's not a good thing at all. And seeing more states do that, and then now seeing more states do their own state stimulus checks and inflation relief checks here in 2023, that's a good trend to see here continue. So as you can see here, Governor Janet Mills of Maine has just announced her relief plan delivering direct heating relief to Maine people, $450 per person, $900 for married couples, or they say an average of $900 per household. You can see here, Governor Mills announces emergency winter energy relief plan. Yeah, so again, each state kind of calls it, Maine sent out multiple checks here, which is good to see. I want to see more states sending out multiple rounds of checks here. This says here, Governor Janet Mills today unveiled the Emergency Winter Energy Relief Plan, a package of short-term measures aimed at ensuring that the low-income and middle-class Maine people and families can stay warm, safe, and secure this winter amid near record high energy prices. Saying, quote, inflation and high energy prices are stretching the wallets of Maine people. Maine's one of the coldest states, right? In some cases, forcing them to face the impossible choices of heating their homes, putting food on the table, or paying for other necessities. With this plan, we can hope to ease the burden on Maine people by putting money in their pockets so they can better afford these costs, and by ensuring that our most vulnerable citizens are able to stay warm this winter. This approach builds on our nation's leading inflation relief measure, incorporates Republican feedback, and represents the most direct way to help bring or help get help to Maine people as we work to bring down energy costs. This is an estimated almost 900,000 eligible Maine people, amounting to $900 in relief for the average Maine family. $900 in relief for the average Maine family. Yeah, that's awesome. And you can see here, the Governor Mills has now signed this energy winter relief plan. So this is really good news because we're already seeing multiple states announce programs like this here. I mean, you think about a $900 check. In some cases, that's more than federal checks. I mean, we think about the second stimulus check was $600. So yeah, this is really, really good news. In 2022, we had about 35 different states that did programs like this. In each case, each state is a different type of program. They even call it different names: inflation relief, energy relief, utility. It's all sorts of different names. But that's part of my mission here on this channel, is to keep you up to date here. A lot of mainstream news doesn't even talk about stuff like this. In some cases, you need to apply for stuff like this. In some cases, you might not even know about stuff like this. So that's part of my mission here on this channel, is to keep you up to date here on all states, on federal stuff like this, and daily news, everything you need to know about here. So if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just click the button down below. It's completely free to do so. And then click the bell icon after you subscribe so you don't miss out. Remember that new videos come out here on our YouTube channel every single day at 10 a.m., 3 p.m., and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So tune in at those times, because I'm going to keep you up to date here with everything going on here in our country on a daily basis. And also, thanks so much for liking and sharing these videos. Here's some videos you can watch next. Here's another video about billions of dollars being approved here right now. And also, here are some very important changes to Social Security that you need to know about here as well. So click on one of those videos next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video.